Hey, how's it going, everybody? I ain't do this in a while, so bring it with call update number 9. Yeah. First off, we're gonna start with Evan Courageous, everybody's favorite, Evan Courageous. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. This attire that I did, it wasn't, you know, too much thought gone into this shit, so I don't really know what the hell I was doing. But this is a first attire, first attire, first character, first game. First experience with the game. So yeah, pretty much this attire by the time the show starts. And don't ask me when the show starts because I don't know. But the first time you're gonna see the show, the attire most likely is gonna be changed. I don't know. I like the attire and everything, but I don't know, something about it is just rubbing me the wrong way. I guess that's what happens with every attire, every very first attire that you create on this game. I really doubt it. Well, on all the games, I really doubt it if you will like it after a while. But yeah, I don't understand why I left the elbow pad with that one, with the entrance and not with the actual wrestling attire. Don't ask me, I don't know. It was a botch. But hey, here Kevin Courageous, his little brother, who was originally made by Nasir, aka RWK Deadpool or whatever. But yeah, I decided, instead of downloading him, I'm gonna create him this year. Last year I created his attire and his body morphing and all of that shit. And this year I decided, well, I might as well create him from scratch, since like last year I damn near changed everything about him. I figured, why not create him from scratch? So yeah, you got the flame design on it with a little maze pattern inside of it. That's kind of his thing, the maze thing. He only got one attire this year, but most likely I'll make more. The boots, the kick pads, I'm like very, 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 very fucking upset with those, because they didn't come out the same way they did the last year. The little Shawn Michaels-esque kick pads or whatever. I don't really like that shit. So most likely I'm gonna try to make that better. And now we got Omega. Those of you that seen the Omega video, of course y'all did. That was a God of War attire. That God of War attire is still up on the community creations for download, but I didn't like it after a while, so I was like, you know what, fuck it, let's change it. So that's what I did. I changed it, and now we got this attire. It's a gold Omega design that I got off of Google Images, and I pretty much just changed some of it. I ain't changed all of it, I just changed some of it, and I made it gold. It was gold, but it was like a darker type, dirty type goldish thing. And yeah, I decided, let me do this. And I tried my best to get it looking gold. I don't know if it looks gold. It probably just looks like off yellow. Faded out yellow. But, I tried. And twisted. We got twisted. That face. And sorry for the phone. I knew that shit was going to happen as soon as I started recording. I knew it was going to happen when it started recording. I fucking knew it. If you hear the phone. If you don't hear the phone, then well, forget it. Yeah, we got twisted. I love that fucking face that I did for Twisted. That face is fucking awesome. I also got that face off of Google Images, and I pretty much drew it out. Got the blood pattern with the little gold bars. Now I know y'all wondering, hey, why that attire looks like the Dark Carnival's attire. Well, the Dark Carnival actually got their attire from Twisted. I made this exact attire last year. It was a little different, and it had his name on the side, but I didn't like the name, so I was like, fuck it, let me take the name off. But yeah, the Dark Carnival actually got their attire from Twisted, and there you go, the Dark Carnival logo on the back. Yeah, ringleader of the Dark Carnival, Twisted. And we have Ambrose, Ashton Ambrose to be correct. Even though I never call him Ashton Ambrose, I just call him Ambrose. I used to back when I first created him. His name was Ashton Ambrose, aka the Blue Boy, because his attire was blue. Yeah. Changed his tattoo on his arm because, you know, I couldn't edit the color of the original tattoo that he always had. So, you know how that goes. And this attire, every time I see this attire, I like it. But when I think about it, when I'm not looking at it, I don't like it. But it's like every time I look at the attire, actually look at the attire, I like it. And I do like this attire. But every time that I think about it, when I'm not looking at the attire, I don't like it. It's weird. But okay, we got Majestic right now. As you see, you already seen one of Majestic's attires, and that's the dragon attire, which I think I'm going to alter because I'm starting to dislike that attire as well. But here is his Asian invasion attire, which originally was just supposed to be his attire. Don, aka Don Quist 29 or Don Keys 29, he decided, hey, I want to put Ryo Hazaki in Asian invasion, tag him up with Majestic, and give him pretty much the same attire, just with, you know, different actual clothing options or whatever. But yeah, you see the RIP Rising Sun flag with a what is that, like a fucking a sword with a fucking Japanese word on the symbol on it, whatever. Yeah, we got Chris Stevens already. Like, y'all already seen Chris Stevens in the exhibition match that he had against Cicero, which he lost. Chris Stevens, aka the Suicide Kid, is pretty much, his attire comes from the word suicide. I figured, you know, he's called the Suicide Kid, so how about me just give him attires that deal with suicide. The first attire he has, which I've seen in the exhibition match, was a razor, and it had like blood around it or whatever. This attire is the jumper, somebody who commits suicide from jumping off a building or whatever. You have a chalk outline with a blood pattern around it or whatever the case may be. And like all his others are gonna be similar to, you know, suicide things. So now we got Mr. Orion Star, aka Kid Rock lookalike, because when he does look like Kid Rock when I put like the fedora on him, and you know his street attire, pretty much he looks like Kid Rock. But yeah, those stars, man, oh my god, those stars take a year and a fucking day to do. Then you got a new arm tattoo, of course. Some people tattoos are changed. Some people tattoos aren't. Some people tattoos are changed because, you know, other tattoos are just not in the game. And some people, I just wanted to dumb down the tattoos. I didn't want to spend too much layers on the tattoos and shit. But yeah, Orion Star always one of my favorite characters. But this attire, like the back right there, I don't really like that back part. I wanted to change it, but now, you know, I'm like, fuck it, just leave it. And yeah, this is the last dude so far. I recorded everybody else, so don't get it twisted. It's not gonna take me another year to come out with CAW updates. Pretty much everything I recorded will lead up to CAW update, I think either 11 or 12. So yeah, just stay tuned. And I know y'all like the No Mercy music. Dum 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 dum. Oh, right now it should be diggity dog and all that shit. But yeah, show coming soon. Don't ask me when it's coming out. It's just gonna come out, and you gonna see it. And I bet you it would be better than TDW.